This sucks, the Beer Master. Sorry that I'm late. This sucks, Beer Master. Welcome to my channel. Tonight I have Bumpy Road Brewery, Beer Man, and Drunken One. And
Cheers.
Look like Jamie, but she dropped out.
Oh no!
I matched Drunken One right now.
So tonight we are reviewing Sereal. Oh, here we go.
Hey, Jamie.
Okay, Bumpy, your turn, my friend. Let's start with you.
The big puffs.
The Reese's Puffs, big puffs. They're bigger than regular. I'm just gonna eat this dry. The beer that I have is called Auburn. It's an American red ale brewed by Abel Ebenezer. They're out of Merrimack, and I'm not going too much into the beer itself because I've already had a few of these already, so I already know the flavors. It's kind of it's got a real biscuity quality to it. And also there's like a hint of strawberry in there. So I think it's going to go well with the peanut butter puffs. Think of like biscuits with like some peanut butter, some strawberry jam on there. I think it will work. So we'll see.
All right.
Sweet.
Drunken One, what do you got there, my friend?
Hey, Alex, thanks for having me, sir.
Anytime.
All right. Yeah, I've got some Kellogg's brand Apple Jacks, sweetened with cereal and apple and cinnamon. There it is. I just got one of the little boxes, one of the little kid boxes or whatever. And I haven't had cereal in a long time, so this is gonna be a treat. When I got Apple Jacks and my beer, I'm drinking the Juicy Haze IPA by Voodoo Ranger, which is probably not going to go well with the milk that is in the cereal, but it's okay. Yeah. Thanks again for having me.
Cheers, man. You'd be surprised.
Right? Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. I've got honey nut, like the Kroger versions of their honey nut Cheerios.
Nice.
And then I have milk to put in with it. So I figured I'd bring a stout. It's basically almost an imperial. It's a 7.7 American stout by Worthy out of Oregon here. But yeah, I thought that'd go good with it. So cheers.
Right. Jamie, what do you got, my friend?
I have a Flex Plus Red Berry Crunch. It's got granola and flakes and dried raspberries and strawberries. And the beer I have to go with it is a Frio 6.0 because that's the only beer I have. So it's probably not a good pairing.
Okay, it is what it is. No, probably not. Jacob Downey, welcome.
Cheers.
What do you have for cereal?
I have great grains with crunchy pecans, multi-grain clusters, which is what I live for. These things with their honey sweetness and deliciousness, and the rolled grains. And milk, 2% to go with it.
Awesome.
All right.
Nice.
Nice.
Lovingly milked from a cow who lost its calf and had to be milked anyway. It was completely natural.
Completely.
Mm-hmm.
Mine came from almonds, and they didn't see it coming.
Nice. And then me, I actually got honey Cheerios. I ate some of it, and it's pretty darn good.
That's a classic. Can't go wrong there.
No, you can't.
Milk and honey. Mm-hmm.
So it looks like we got some new people in the chat.
Sure.
New people. We got new people. It looks like God Loves Me or something like that. Cindy B. I think that's what I see. Drewski. I also saw a little bit ago. We saw a few minutes ago on here was Brandon's sister. It was Kiki. She was on there.
Paul Metal Brew, Miscellaneous Magnets, Dr. Frosty Brew, Thrash Metal Homebrew. Got lots of brewing going on, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
God loves me.
So,
All right.
Do y'all do cereal first or milk first?
Oh no, I
Cereal first, but I'm
Yeah.
doing it backwards this time.
Who pours milk in their bowl and then puts the cereal on top?
So
Yeah,
that's how you decide whether you should be friends with somebody. That's why I was asking. You guys are all good.
Sweet. So what do you think, Jesse?
Well, I think that my analysis was correct. I wouldn't eat this with milk and the beer, but eating this dry, the peanut butter flavors from the Reese's Puffs does go well with the flavors of this beer, being that kind of biscuit and strawberry. It's almost like making a peanut butter strawberry biscuit.
Nice. That sounds good.
Like if you get like an English muffin or something like that. It's kind of along those lines. Skewed a little bit, but close enough. Cereal, it goes well with beer fairly easily anyways, because the grains that are used are pretty much cereal grains. So
Wow. I don't think I ever had that cereal, Bumpy. I've had the Reese's peanut butter.
yeah, these ones are the big puffs, and let me tell you, just 2 of these in your mouth fills
Whoa.
right up.
Those are huge.
Wait a minute, they made them bigger now? I sworn they were small.
The big one.
Wow, they made them bigger. Wow. That's crazy. Now, you said there's strawberry. There's strawberry in there too?
No, in the beer has like a strawberry. There's no strawberry in the beer, but just it's probably like the yeast and the hop mixing together. It just gives it a strawberry note.
Now, can I see the peanut butter box, the Reese's peanut butter box? Oh, so it has to be new because that I've never seen that before. Big puff. No, that has to be
puff.
new. Big puff. That's got to be brand new. I've eaten the original of that, but not that one.
Not the big
A
ones.
big puff.
Yeah, that's got to be new. Because I've eaten the small ones, but not that one.
Beer Man knows a lot about big puffs.
Yes.
Yeah, that's got to be new. When did that come in your area, Bumpy? Did you just see that today, or whenever you got it, or?
No, this is just what was in the cupboard.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Same thing here. So what do you think about your stuff, Drunk One and Bumpy and
My
everybody?
turn?
Yep.
All right. Okay. Again, I'm doing the Kellogg's Apple Jacks. It is 100 calories for this one little box. It's not really, doesn't have too much of anything, really. It's got a little sweetness to it, but that's only like 9 grams of sugars, which is only 18% of what you need in a day's time. So it's not terribly high in sugars and stuff. So I won't get the kids all zoomy. It's been a while since I've had it. I remember the flavors being a little better, like more fruity, and it seems like they've kind of dialed back on the flavors. I guess they dialed back on the sugars too, because it doesn't seem as sweet as I remember it. But yeah, I'm still liking it. It has been a while. It goes good with the almond milk, because I like to try to stay away from like regular milk if possible. And yeah, I'm digging it. Gonna have it and get some more of them down before they turn soggy in my milk. But then we'll come back around, I guess, with some numbers, right?
All right, my brother. All right.
Sweet.
So, what do you think there, Jacob Downey? And welcome to my stream. I think I've had you on here maybe once before. I don't remember.
Once, but yeah, thank you for having me on your stream. It's a great stream to be on, Alex. I
You
appreciate
can
it.
come on anytime you want if you're not busy, my friend. You're not
I
busy.
wanted to show that the back of the box advertises try our Great Grains hot cereals with original, blueberry morning, and maple and brown sugar. Let's get some in the. Actually, I'm going to be honest, guys, because it kind of goes back to the way that I typically add cereal, then milk to pour the milk over the cereal.
There we go.
I'm doing it backwards, but that's for the stream. I use a glass, not a bowl. So that way it holds the cereal more in a vertical pattern, and the weight of the cereal holds it farther down in the milk, and the pressure of the milk. Oh, it's, yeah. And then you draw And plus, it makes all the crunchy pecans float on the milk, so I get this spoonful of crunchy pecans and milk at the beginning. It's wonderful.
Oh, I'll have to try that, my friend, because I've done it before years ago with my friend.
Stirring it up. Let's
Yeah.
see. I gotta get the camera on there. See, those are the pecans floating in the top. So then I'll just spoon them
Ooh.
up. Spoonful of. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, you left me in awe.
There it goes down the hatch.
I was wondering how you
Nice
keep
and crunchy,
cereal
too.
crunchy.
Sounds nice and crunchy too. Perfect.
Thank you.
Whoa.
All right. Mukbang.
Oh, drunk on here. Sure.
So what do you think, Alex?
I think this panel has been awesome so far, and I'm sorry again. I'm sorry that I'm late. But,
No need.
It happens to everybody. Don't worry about it.
well, no, it's not really the first time, but normally I'm always on par, even if I'm a little late. I'm normally between 8 o'clock and 8:01. Normally 8, but
Dude, you
Well-
have 13 people watching you right now. That's an
And-
awesome little crowd you
know.
got.
actually,
And we're all
know.
here now eating cereal together. That's all that matters.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's all that matters, and it is what it is. Yes, I had actually 17 people a few minutes ago, so it
17,
fluctuates.
wow.
It fluctuates. You just never know who's going to pop in the chat. What is up, Beer Man? I'm not Beer Man. Blake TV. Beer Man's here. I'm losing my mind.
You're good.
So
Jim
what do you think
Bruce?
about, what do you think about your stuff there? Jamie?
It's really good. It reminds me of like a strawberries and cream type flavor because there's the tartness of the strawberries and also the crunchiness with the granola and the flakes. Beautiful. And I'm using an almond milk also.
Almond.
Beautiful.
Almond.
Almond.
Awesome beans. Drogon, what do you think about that beer tasting with the cereal? Not so good.
Not really. Yeah, not really at all.
I mean, honestly, Drogon, if I remember correctly, I think you have some stouts over. Well, not now. Maybe the next time we do cereal again.
Oh no, I don't have any stouts. That probably should what I should have done is got me like a milk stout or something to go along with it. Sounds like that would have worked.
Because
Who's getting curdled guts tonight?
I don't know.
Not me.
Because normally you normally have the that stout that you always talk to me about.
Oh, my dry stout. Yeah.
The
No,
dragon's
not-
milk.
Oh, the dragon's milk. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't have that tonight, or I'm surprised you ran out.
Mm.
You got me thinking about it now. Let me go see if there's one out there in the other fridge.
Go ahead, go and do that.
Oh my god. This is good.
How's
What do
your
you think?
cereal?
My cereal's good. My cereal's delicious. Yes, I haven't mentioned mine yet, but it's very delicious. It's actually good with sogginess too.
Cannabis alcohol in mine right now, and it made it fruity.
Ooh,
Wow.
It tastes like Fruit Loops and Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Wow, that doesn't sound good, actually.
It's weird. But with the milk and the stout, it's nice.
Yeah, but there's a cinnamon crunch beer at I think Pipe Dream or
Yeah, Pipe Dream Brewing Company does the cinnamon touch. Geez, I can't talk now. Cinnamon Toast Crunch Imperial Stout.
Yeah, I'm really
good.
looking forward to trying that beer. I don't know if it'll be delicious. I know Trish's favorite was the I believe the Almond Joy, and then there was another beer there that was her favorite, and I don't remember. Damn it, I hate when I can't remember these things.
Now she seemed to really like the cinnamon toast crunch one.
Okay, well then I would have to get that one.
I didn't care for that one much myself.
Oh, so it was you that you didn't like it, but Trish did. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
I thought I had some like metallic type notes coming through too much.
Oh,
Well,
Just tasted
wait,
odd.
but did you drink out of the can or you drink out of the glass? Because if you drink out of the can, maybe it would have tasted like metal.
Hey.
Sure.
Check
No,
this
no,
out.
the cans today they're not going to give off any metallic notes. It had to do something with the brewing.
With the brewing itself, yeah, that's true.
Got beer in there.
No, I pour most of my beers into a glass.
So I have
Most
two,
of them.
Milk.
I have two questions for the stream. One, does anyone remember the movie where a guy had a bowl of cereal and he was pouring a beer in it?
Mm.
No.
Okay, then the other question is, who on panel drinks the milk?
Not
did.
me. I used to, but I don't.
When I have cereal with milk, yeah, I would always drink the milk.
Don't ever do
Got
that.
to.
Oh, was it Strange Brew?
No, don't ever pour your beer in with the milk and the cereal.
Oh, you
Oh,
don't.
no.
That felt sour.
Oh, wow.
There might have been a
Now-
couple
now
of
we
them where
know.
they did. What about the Great Outdoors with John Candy? Did they have cereal and beer?
I don't. That was terrible. It tastes like throw up.
Oh, that's not
Mm.
good.
Well, not
Unless your throat's
my
really
mouth.
good.
Left my mouth all acidic. Like
Hmm.
I just.
I'm going to look it up, Bumpy.
All right, I can do it. Hold on. Just pour out my water and put some more cereal in there.
All right. Are you pouring beer in your cereal right now?
I'm resourceful.
Are you pouring beer in your cereal?
Well, I could instead of the milk and see what it's like. Here, let's do it.
Is that milk
Sure.
or eggnog?
Double dog
This is-
beer. He poured his beer in there. Oh my goodness.
I don't think it's going to taste good, but we'll find out.
Oh, God, yeah. Okay.
Beer man's got the munchies. I wonder why.
Mm.
Doesn't seem so pleasing.
It tastes like pennies. And it's really bitter. And there's no milk source. It's just like this sweet honey, nutty, real light, no milky. I need milk.
No milk.
Go milky.
Oh, it's not good, man. No, it's
Well,
my,
Your mistakes.
At least you gave it a try.
yeah.
Scoop the rest of the cereal back in the box.
God damn.
Oh no, that's messed up.
Now,
Either or.
now my cereal was pretty good too. I know I'm all over the place. I need to get back to structure like I used to do. But this cereal itself is really good. What is up, Kevin? Appreciate you. Welcome to the live stream. This cereal is pretty good, and the best part is it's also heart healthy. I think that's what that means. That little heart there, heart healthy.
Exactly. Right, don't you know that.
But if you eat a box of Honey Nut Cheerios a day, your heart's not going to be that healthy.
Well, wait a minute. Why is it not going to be that healthy if it says heart healthy?
You're done.
If
He's talking about
you,
if you eat the whole,
overeat,
I mean, if you eat the whole box, rather, eat the whole box of it.
No, I won't do that.
Same applies to beer.
But yeah,
I don't like where you're going with this beer, man.
I don't either. Shut up. Shut up, Steve. All right.
but this cereal is very good. I like the cereal. I think it's tasty. I know there's other flavors, so maybe one day I'll get another flavor. Maybe someday we'll do Cheerios. Even though it's cereal, it's still a Cheerio.
There's a lot of different flavors.
Yeah, so maybe we could do once a month, do some Cheerios, maybe different.
Who knows?
Once a month we're gonna do spam, and once a month we're gonna do cherry.
Well, I mean, honestly,
The other two Fridays will be.
I don't know, Bumpy. Actually, come to think of it, the Cheerios is much more healthier than Spam anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
It's my favorite.
Because you look at Spam, it doesn't say heart healthy, so.
No.
No. Actually, I think
It says artery
they have a
clogging.
broken heart on it.
You probably did say that.
You can do spam, just wear some lays and some hay dresses and be all Hawaiian, you know? That's kind of cool. Don't they serve spam in Hawaii? I've never seen spam here. Where did it go?
Really?
It's in the supermarkets. Actually, spam sold out during the whole COVID thing at first.
It did?
The
I've
shelves,
never
well,
seen
except the single packs. The single packs, everybody left. They wanted the whole can.
Oh my god. They have hot
Yeah.
toilet paper now.
Yeah, I never seen spam like selling like that. Like we went in there like when it was like you can't find toilet paper, and we were just like maybe we should just go to the store. And
If you're
like
gonna
everything
grab
everything
the
was
whole
missing.
can.
It was like
That's crazy. I mean, I mean, speaking of the craziness, what do you think about that? Do you think it's still going on with the toilet paper? Because that was the craze.
there's still you go in and some of the better brands are still missing. But I mean, we can find Angel Soft and stuff, but I haven't seen Charmin in forever.
Some of those rolls, you have like just a couple swaps of it, and the roll's gone. It's a quadruple plied. It's really soft on the ass, but it only lasts like a couple shits. I mean, straight up. But maybe one.
You haven't used a single ply for a long time, then have you? Because you have to like use half the roll in one swipe for that.
Oh yeah, no, I gotta jump in the bathtub and wash my ass.
I can still see my fingers through this.
Wow.
This isn't gonna work.
Hold up, guys. We will not be going offline because we have it's a Mystic here. Mystic. What's his name? Andrew, I think his name is. If I remember.
Oh, magnets. Miscellaneous magnets.
Oh, you want me?
there we go.
I'll drop down. You can bring him on in because I've already done my
Yeah,
stuff.
because he just showed a box of cereal, so he has some cereal, definitely. So, all right, let's bring Andrew on to here.
It's Point Break is the movie. Point Break.
Hey, Miscellaneous, what's up?
What's up, guys?
Genius.
Hey.
What's up?
Not too much. I just got the kids down, so I figured I'd jump on real quick. I knew you guys were going to wrap up soon. But I've got something here by Sagatuck Brewing. It's the original Neapolitan Milk Stout, 6%. Pretty tasty beer. I've got some tricks. It's been a long, long time since I had these. And last time I had them, I didn't like them. So.
No.
Well, I mean, Andrew, why this is when you were a kid or just recently?
I haven't had tricks probably since I was in middle school.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
When you were a kid, then. Okay.
It's been
Well,
a while.
So let's see if the taste buds have changed and see if you like the cereal.
Yeah.
It's interesting to pair a milk stout with a cereal. That was a good idea.
Well, I just so happen to have one, so I figured, fuck it, why not? Let's give it a whirl.
It might taste good with that. I don't know.
Beer smells good. It's definitely hits all the notes. Chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, as you'd usually find in the Neapolitan ice cream. So had one yesterday. Haven't had it today, but man, that's so good. It's literally like having a bowl of Neapolitan ice cream. You get all three flavors. They marry together really well. Oh,
Well, actually, I drank the beer a couple of weeks ago that tastes similar to Metropolitan ice cream. I got it from, I'm trying to think, I'll be Bumpy. I don't remember what it was called, but it was like free. I think it was something to do with free ways to Sunday. Yeah. Freeways to Sunday, and there's a picture of skulls, but it's ice cream with vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate. I don't know if you guys seen the review, but I reviewed it like a couple weeks ago or a month ago.
You know, I'm gonna go ahead and say like what Dio said earlier, man. The cereal just doesn't seem like it has the punch it used to.
I know, right?
I liked cereal. It used to be way sweeter. This isn't too bad. This reminds me of like a vape juice I used to have. It does. It has that real nice bready cereal notes to it. Very good.
Andrew, just to let you know, if you want a full punch cereal, get Fruity Pebbles. That still smells exactly like it was when we were kids, and tastes like exactly when we were kids. So,
well, my thoughts are the cereal decimated the flavors of the beer. Beer does not taste that great now.
oh,
Hey, you never know. You live and you learn.
Yeah,
But,
don't pour beer in your cereal.
No.
yeah, don't do that because
I knew that
And
was
now we
bad
know.
news as soon as I saw that going down.
beer
But,
beer man, it kind of was like drinking like pennies. So don't try to do that.
I proved it.
Yeah. So.
But the cereal's not that bad. It's not as fruity as I remember it. I guess because it's not as sweet. I think I might be able to actually sit down and have a bowl of this. Maybe. But not too shabby.
Well, I mean, Andrew. I'm assuming that cereal is for your kids. I'm assuming because you obviously you haven't eaten it in years.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it was either this or I had a Kicks up there, and that's not packing too much punch.
Oh.
Right?
It's like about the blandest cereal you could buy.
Yeah, it is.
I like you're talking about Kicks, like the yellow box. It says
Yeah, Kicks
Yeah,
original.
I like that because it tastes like corn to me.
So all you had in your cabinet were Kicks and Tricks?
Yeah, I've been drinking a lot of beer lately, so cereal hasn't been a part of my diet.
Nah,
Get your kicks when you get your tricks.
But
Tricks.
I don't know. It really wasn't as bad of a pairing. I don't know. More power to you guys who had milk with your cereal. Jeez. Cheers. Or
Yeah, it's definitely
cereal
like a
in your beer.
I'm having the time of my life. I don't know what's wrong with you guys.
Milk
I-
stout was nice.
I tell you
not
this much.
together.
I tell you this much. I think we should try some yogurt. I think we should try some yogurt. You know the kids yogurt based off of the cereal.
Yogurt with the sour.
Wait, with
That
cereal?
doesn't sound too
Or
bad.
just
No,
yogurt?
not with a cereal. No.
Yogurt based on cereal.
Yeah, yogurt based on cereal because they used to have it. They used to have tricks for kids yogurt, just like
Oh, like in the Go-Gurt?
I don't know, but yeah, it might be in the Go-Gurt
Yeah, the
too.
Go-Gurt.
But I know they do yogurt. Yeah.
I was going to ask Miscellaneous if he had milk for his tricks, would he have eventually turned his tricks?
Oh God, Andrew have to get yogurt.
Terrible joke.
Just for kicks.
I
Just had to fit that one in there.
had some of these though too, but I don't know if this would have quite fit the criteria. These are like it's a Lucky Charms granola cereal bar. These are freaking awesome though.
Well,
I'm not
I'm
saying I
gonna-
want to eat that, but that's why I didn't bring this. But
I'm gonna let you try that with that beer right now and see if it tastes good. So why don't you open up one of them and even because it's still a cereal, it's just a bar. Why don't you give it a
No.
shot?
The beer master has requested it.
oh,
Yeah.
It
shit.
would be unkind of you to refuse.
All this sugar, man.
Why don't you just give it a shot? Hell. Who
Yeah.
else?
I've actually
cereal.
been seeing a lot of cool ones of these though. They have a cinnamon toast crunch one. They got a pretty wide selection of these recently that have just popped up by General Mills.
Who else saw Trish pour half a bottle of syrup on a plate of breakfast foods?
Not
Me,
me.
just gonna pour it right into her mouth.
No, like literally, it was like a third of a bottle in the large family size bottle of log cabin over scrambled eggs, hash browns, and sausage.
Mm,
It's
that
got
looks
it's got
good.
all the things there. The only reason I brought that out too, because you were saying the yogurt with the yogurt, it's got the yogurt back to it, so milk,
Oh,
dry
okay.
milk
Oh,
type
like
of thing.
the-
That was the only
you're
reason
like the- Oh, it's like a frosting yogurt. Okay, now I'm getting it. Okay.
These are fucking awesome.
Hmm.
This tastes literally just like having Lucky Charms, but with no milk, and it's not dry. It's awesome. If you could take literally Lucky Charms and make a Rice Krispies treat out of it, this is what you get.
Right.
Win-win.
Wow.
You can't lose.
Like breakfast on the go, huh? You just grab one of those up and you eat it while you're driving.
Well, technically, that is like a Rice Krispie treat. Instead of Rice Krispies, though, it's Lucky Charms made out of Lucky Charms.
With yogurt.
Still, it just still seems like the cereal's too sweet. But I like it. I like this more with this beer. Brings out more of the stout qualities.
Nice. Okay,
Yeah,
we're getting
but,
somewhere now.
Other
That's
than that, I don't know. Cereal and beer.
Not so good.
It's,
Right?
it's all right.
Well, you just said that cereal that you're just eating now, the bar. You just said that it actually puts the stout qualities up, so that's good too, right?
Yeah, I've definitely lost all the chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla notes out of it, and it actually makes it just taste like your regular run-of-the-mill stout. I don't know if the two different sugars are playing too hard off of each other, but
That might be the case, most likely.
I think stouts are a great mix with a milky breakfast. You know, you got oatmeal stouts, you got milk stout, sweet stouts, you got
that's
these
what it
yogurt-
tastes like. It's turned this. It makes it taste like a Founder's oatmeal stout. The cereal
Nice.
bar and the
Oh.
cereal has it's
All right.
nullified all of the sweetness in the beer and just forced it in the direction of the style of beer that it's supposed to be.
Mhm. Nice, man. Sounds good.
Awesome.
I'm
You get
sorry,
that fruity
Andrew.
too.
I thought it would be delish. I don't know why I'm thinking that way. I don't know why I'm thinking it's going to be delish with the beer, but but I do. I don't know.
Well, I
Well,
guess
Lee-
I'm gonna give my numbers.
Go ahead, drunk one.
All right.
Sorry.
Kellogg's Apple Jacks, little box, kid size, small portion, but that's okay. Like I said, it kind of seems like they've lost some of the fruit flavors out of it a bit. They're there, but just not as pungent as they used to be. I think they've taken some of the sugars out, which is probably a good thing for the little fat kids anymore. But I give this a 93. The 93 for the Kellogg's Apple Jacks.
Awesome.
Yeah, 93. And the beer, I will give a. Oh man, I like this one. I'll give this one a 97. I really do like this cost and flavor and everything all together combined. Brings me to a 97 on that. Not quite award winning, like award winning or whatever, but still pretty damn tasty.
Drunk one. Did you went to your fridge outside? Did you find?
I didn't find one. I guess I drank it the other night. Yeah, I was looking for one of those the milk stout ones. These guys. Dragon's milk.
Well, don't
That
worry.
probably would be better with the cereal. 11% Dragon's milk.
Don't worry, drunk one. You'll get your day. Well, you'll get your day because maybe next month we'll be doing another cereal, but it'll be.
Oh, there you go. All right.
All right, so this way you could pair, including Andrew over here. He can pair his stuff. You know, I tell you, I don't know what it is, but it's amazing how yes, things can taste weird, but you don't know until you try it. Basically.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, but what sucks? What Andrew just said. He tasted the berry and everything else in that beer prior, but once I asked him to eat the bar. It just tasted like a regular stout, which is kind of stupid. It should still taste the way it's supposed to taste, but unfortunately, I guess what Andrew just said, it's possible the sugars are fighting.
Mouth is a weird place, you know?
Yeah, it is. It is a weird place, yes. But hey, at least we learn.
Right? You live and you learn.
You know? I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some cereals that will taste good with a stout. I mean, I'm assuming. I don't know.
Flavor's starting to come back.
Right,
Palate's
because-
settling down. It was like sugar overload.
Well, that's because you stopped eating the bar. That's probably why. You'll get-
The beer alone is very sweet. Definitely dessert style milk stout for sure.
Right.
I thought it would pair better, but it wasn't bad.
Right, you did say that the Rice Krispie like thing did taste good. It just got rid of the strawberry and whatever flavor was in that beer, which it shouldn't have did, but it obviously did. But now you're tasting it again, so that's good.
So where are we at? Alex, you're not on top of your game today, are you? Beer man, what do you think about your cereal, especially with the beer in it?
Well, the cereal alone with the milk was delicious. It was good. I like Honey Nut Cheerios. They're always the bomb. And the milk stout, it was an American milk. The American stout that I had was not quite an imperial, 7%, but it was sweet enough. It just had more of a floral, spicy, like hoppy weirdness in the back that didn't go well with the milk. But then I did a little, I dabbled a little bit, and I put a little cannabis alcohol in my milk, and that actually made it taste like Fruit Loops or something. So it brought out the wheat and the graininess of the Cheerios with that milkiness, and then mixed in separately, not in it, but separately, drinking it after you have after you've chewed it up and taken it down. Having a beer, after this beer was pretty good, but it was a little too floral. So the beer alone was good. I liked it. It's an American stout. It's got that hoppy bite. It's nice. I'd probably give it a 4.5 out of 5. The cereal was pretty good. I'd probably give it a 4.75 because I want to give the what's the other General Mills one a little better kick. This one was kind of stale and cardboardy. Just that generic grocery store kind Kroger. So together, what did I do for? Let's see. We'll just give it an even 4.5 all the way through the board. Wasn't too bad. Mixed together even, but don't mix your fucking beer in the shit. Even with the milk, nothing. Don't do it.
I agree, beer man, because what your experience with it tasted like pennies, and I don't want to taste pennies. I want to taste the cereal, and I want to taste beer, not pennies.
That's what the review online said, talking about. So the movie was Point Break, and somebody tried to do that, pour beer on their cereal. They said it tasted like sheet metal.
Right, it tastes like metal. It's the wheat or something. I don't know, the grains or something in the cereal or don't mix well with it. Something wrong.
Well, I know somebody that does do that, and his name is the Whiskey Scout.
Oh shit! Nice.
No, but I think he did it. I think he did it when he was away, not when he's home. Let's make that clear. When he's like on his motorcycle or something. That's what I heard. I could be wrong. Maybe I misunderstood. But
well, all right. More power to him, man. I mean, as long as the penny taste is okay, then we're all right.
Wait, panty taste?
Penny, not panty.
But, yeah, all right. So,
Oh boy.
Okay.
I'm not joking. I don't know if Yorkman was around, but I remember the beer man saying. I remember Whiskey Scott saying that.
Yeah.
That's
I think he
cool.
did that in Marco Polo or something. Yeah, he was talking about how he mixes his cereal with beer.
Mix the scotch in with the milk. That would be good. Because when I mix the Everclear tincture of cannabis in there, I'm gonna get blazed here in the next half hour because that stuff's strong. But no, that was nice. When you mix an alcohol into the milk, it's okay. But when you put that beer in there, I don't know. There's something a little more liquidy or something. It doesn't mix well. It's like vomit.
People that drink scotch and milk are people that have ulcers.
Right.
Probably.
Yeah, it's softer.
But the cool part is that's like you're making your own Irish Baileys. Basically, if you that's what you're basically doing.
Pretty much. So
That's freaking awesome. So what did you think of your stuff, Andrew? I'm sorry, I'm not on top of my game at first. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
it's on me now? Oh, all right. The beer by itself, home run, man. I really like this brew. Like I said, Sagatuck out of where the fuck is this company from? Made in Michigan. So I really like this beer. It's awesome.
I'll
By
have to
itself,
check
5 out of 5, 100 out of 100. It is and tastes exactly what it says it's supposed to be. With cereal, the tricks, coming back to it, I do this a lot. Coming back, probably, I don't know, it's probably been about 20 years since I've had Trick cereal. Not too bad. I'd rather have Tricks than Fruit Loops. I think Fruit Loops, or not Fruit Loops, Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles is a little too fruity for me. That's just my opinion. Together, I wouldn't say it was a complete fail, but it was definitely interesting how it pushed the cereal pushed all the sweet notes out of the beer and actually focused on just it's this style of beer now. We've taken all the sweets out of the stout, and it's literally had a similar taste to a more imperial barrel-esque kind of taste to it. It was good. But together, I think I'll hit it at probably the 78. It was all right, but it wasn't out of this world.
Okay.
still passing.
Still interesting, though. Still interesting. I like it. I'll have to try that beer, Andrew. I don't know if I can get it here in New Jersey, but it's in Michigan, so I might be able to get it. Oh. Check that out. All right, so 78. What do you think, Jacob Downing, for your cereal, my friend?
I will give Great Grains a 100 just because I haven't found anything better yet. I mean, I'm hopeful for something better. You know, I want something that makes me able to jump buildings and fly through the air. But until then, I'll tell you, I don't eat cereal too often, but I do eat it. I like once a week. I eat it for two reasons, basically. I eat it for grindage when I want something to grind my teeth upon. And, the crunchiness. And the other reason is because champion thoroughbreds eat oats before the Triple Crown.
Nice.
Nice. That's good.
Nice.
Do you have a
And
number?
thank you for
Alright.
having me on panel, Alex. I'll drop out so Bumpy can come in if you
I
want.
don't even see Bumpy on here anymore. I don't think.
I found where Bumpy's at.
Yeah, I know where he's at. He's in Brandon Street.
I got to pee so bad. Woo!
Well, let her rip, Tater Chip.
So what do you give your cereal?
Don't
Do you
hold
give
it in. That's bad, man.
Hold on, dude. We got
Okay,
Jamie,
so-
right?
Jamie, it's your turn, my friend. What do you think about your cereal?
This is my favorite cereal I've ever had in my whole life.
Awesome.
I would give the cereal by itself a solid 99. And the only 1% is only if it had just a little bit more granola, because those are my favorite bits.
All right.
And with the
Nice.
soy milk, great pairing. And the beer itself, I give it like an 85. It's not great. It's a generic. It's very.
I mean, it's not
corny.
going to be great, Jamie, because you understand it's a regular beer. It's not like a
Right.
stout or.
It's not fancy, and it's
Right.
room temperature, so that's not helping.
Oh no.
But
Oh no.
with the cereal, I mean, it made the beer way better.
What is
Oh.
The
that beer?
cereal helped the beer, so look, it's a win-win.
What's that beer you had there? That's great. No, that's a good score. What's that beer you had there, though?
The Frio 6.0. That's like the cheapest beer you can get.
Is it like a pale or something, or like a
It's just a lager.
I don't know. That
It's
looks.
a lager?
I've
Okay.
seen cheaper looking beer than that.
It
Oh,
That looks like
yeah.
a sporty can, man. I don't know.
It's like $18 for 30 here. So
Oh, okay. Okay.
6%.
Nice.
Thank you,
All right.
thank you, Bumpy. You're giving your cereal a 99.99. I don't know what that means. I guess
the
all
beer was
90.
90, the cereal was 90, and together they were 90. I'm
Mhm.
guessing.
Awesome, Bumpy. Thank you, my friend. Oh, we got Ron's beer. Ron's Beer and Tools.
Yep, yep.
Shout out.
Welcome.
Cheers.
Cheers, Ron.
Welcome. Maybe next. Maybe you hear my brother-in-law talking? I know.
Hey, if you got to get me out of here, I'm fine. I got to go to the bathroom. I won't be offended if you drop me out.
Oh, no, there's nobody in here, so you're good. You're good.
I just bought a new tool for the thing I was doing. I wish I could tell Ron about it, but anyway, sorry, Alex.
That's okay. Ron can come on if he wants. I think he's in the stuff that I sent out. I don't remember Drunken One.
Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm not sure. I think he's on our Hangout links.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know if I did all the hangouts. I think I didn't. I think I did the one of them.
Oh, I see. Anybody got Sereal they want in?
Please let me know, and Drunken One will send you the link. Obviously.
Yeah. I haven't seen you this week, Alex, so we haven't discussed what's for next week.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just, I get into my music. I'm trying to get my mind off of the stupid crap. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Let's see. So we did Sereal, which we'll do once a month, but because it's lots to do. Let me see what else we can do. What else did we not do?
Oh, shoot. I took that list off my phone, I think. I had it on there before. Anybody got any ideas?
Jamie's got ideas.
Uh-oh. I see her spinning her little head there.
Y'all done crackers?
What do you want?
Have y'all done crackers?
Oh, here, there.
No. No, we haven't done any crackers, no.
Yeah.
No, we have.
You guys did Cheez-Its.
No, we did cheese and crackers, remember? Oh, I thought we did.
Yep. We'll do a panel. It'll be called Cracker Review, and it'll be a bunch of white people.
Oh, shit.
Crackers eating crackers.
Hey, Alex, want to do Lunchables?
I'll see if my sister can get that for me. Yes, we can do that next Friday. Yep.
Okay.
Lunchable
There's lots of different flavors of it.
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so next Friday is Lunchables. So that's not a wild card, so it could be just Food Fridays with Alex. Back to Food Fridays for right now.
Yeah, Lunchables.
Yeah. So, yeah.
This was amazing. Thank you guys for hanging out and eating cereal. Thanks for having me on the panel. Alex, this is my first one I could do.
Wait a minute, you haven't been on one? I thought you have.
No, I was always working, or it wasn't a vegan thing. So.
I think this is my first Friday myself.
Thank you.
But we're doing Lunchables next Friday. So you're going to join Jamie or no?
They don't make one of those for my type.
You can
I'd still be in the chat.
Vegans don't eat lunch. That's what it is.
That's it.
Well, she could eat something that's not meat, and then she'll be fine. She can join. I'll make it special. I'll let her slide.
I'd make my own if I just bring some crackers and some fake meat and fake cheese.
There you go.
You show us how to make a vegan Lunchable. There you go, Jamie.
Oh, Alex, you're not only the beer master, you're the sweetest person ever.
Yeah, but if you can make your own Lunchable, it doesn't really matter, does it? You did. You don't have to have meat. There you
get it.
See, there's always a way around it, right, Jamie?
Yeah, there is. Where there's a will, there's a way.
So I guess as of right now, I'll see you there. All right.
I'm having like beer regrets right now. I had this one by Oscar Blues called Death by King Cake. That might have went good with the cereal.
Oh man.
Oof.
Well, how'd we let Jesse out of here before he read some of these comments?
I didn't try to leave him out of here. He just left.
I know he did, didn't he? Come on, ass.
Cheese cracker.
Well, Blake said he's getting ready for a show. Kev says cheers. Everybody saying, telling him to take care. Blah blah. What's the time, Jamie? Kevin asked, and I'm not sure why he's asking that.
The time is 9 o'clock.
Good night. Jesse gave his 90-90-90 score, and he's still watching. Alex says, my man, hello, all. Ron from Massachusetts. I'm not even sure what that means. Says, you guys and gals make a good panel, he says. And you're welcome giving as much watch time instead of taking up screen space. Nice. And Jacob says, cheers to Ron. And gives him like a clink, like he's choosing him. What 20-volt systems do you recommend at Ron's? Oh, that's a different question entirely. All right, Lunchables, Jesse says. And then Ron says that I'm have a coordinated hat and shirt. And then Jesse says, I'm going to make a ham and cheese cracker sandwich. I told Ron, yeah, that's the way I roll. And then with extra ham for Jamie, Bumpy says. And then Ron's telling, what's your name again? Jacob, that D-Vault are strong tools. And then Middle Free says, lentil soup / stews are great for lunch. And Jacob says,
yeah, I'm just talking. I'm just talking tools.
Yeah. And that's what my dad uses. I've been using Black & Decker. The batteries. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Got some tool talk happening with her.
I've been tool shopping.
Yeah. D-Vault's the shit. I recommend it every day of the week. It's a little more expensive, but it's surely worth it. You won't hurt them.
And I forgot.
For those who don't know, the Black & Decker is about 150. The D-Walt's about 550.
Wow.
Yes.
Right, for a whole kit, yeah.
And there's a gamut in between and above and beyond, but basically that's the difference between occasional use and everyday use.
Yep, that's exactly it.
Which my Black & Decker gets daily use, but I mean and it's a good setup, but like the DeWalt's faster. It drills faster, it gets the job done faster, the batteries last longer, and they charge faster.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
pretty
how's it going, y'all?
Right?
Totally derailed Alex's stream. Beer.
No, nobody derailed it. I think it's a great. It was a great new person that you came. I appreciate you coming. I hope you come next Friday. I really do. If you're home and you're not busy, Jacob.
Lunchables. I'll be here with Lunchables on, Alex.
Yes.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I haven't had a. I eat cereal every week, but I haven't had a Lunchable in 2 decades.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah. And there's lots of different flavors.
The 90s, maybe?
Yeah, there's lots of different flavors. We should all be able to find something different.
They were probably genetically different animals back then. I'm going to see if there's a vegan Lunchable, Jamie, and if there is, I'll actually buy it and I'll try to eat it.
There's not.
No.
Maybe at the vegan store.
Well, that's why
Whole Foods.
Make your own vegan Lunchable. Show us how.
Yeah, that's what Jamie's going to be doing. So she'll be hanging out because of that reason. Otherwise, she'll just be on the chat. But as of right now, I think that might be a good option for you, Jamie.
I think you're right.
Oh, wait a minute. I was about to say fish, but you think that's meat still. So, yeah, never mind.
The closest they have, I think, is the cheese pizza. But no cheese for me either. So
I don't know.
I'm trying to look it up for you right now, Jamie.
I think I've tried. But no, I mean, they make fake cheese and they make fake meat. And crackers are usually cool. So
Yeah, but
even
if it's fake meat, you won't eat it. It's still meat.
well, but if it's made out of plants,
Oh, yeah, then you'll eat it
Yeah.
because it's not.
like tofu meat, you know.
Yeah, then you're good because it's not actual
Yeah.
meat from an animal. It's a plant.
Hey, man, I had a real good freaking tofu jerky, man. That was
Ooh,
stringy. It was stringy and real tasty. It was really good. Salsa and lime. Oh shit! It was juicy. That was good.
We're
It was hard
figuring it
to
out.
chew, but it was really hard to chew if you have like 5 teeth like me. But
5Gs. Yikes.
yeah,
Yeah, you're right, Jamie. Everything they've got has got some kind of meat in it, don't they?
I don't know why they don't make a vegan lunch. They make vegan everything
Oh,
else.
plant-based Lunchables. What?
I know. Well, my daughter is vegetarian, right? She's not vegan, but so the only one she could get is the cheese pizza. But we've looked at all the other ones.
Wait a minute, you found something, Drunko? And what'd you find for Jamie?
Thought I did, but now it's not either. Hold on just a second. This one says Lunchable inventor starts plant-based meat company.
you can make your own. Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
That-
I think so.
Confused. Huh. Okay, yeah, it's a bunch of reading stuff in there. Oh, now they want me to click on that thing too.
Oh. Well, now I'm on a mission. We got it.
Right?
Now we're ready to go. Are we ready for next week or what?
Yep.
Yeah.
I gotta find a good beer to pair with that. I don't know. What's a good lunchable beer pairing?
Well, I'm pretty sure any beer that now, like the beers you're drinking now or something else.
Oh, you know how they always come with like a Capri Sun. So you get something that's kind of like fruity.
There's your IPA.
You can make a milkshake IPA.
I was thinking like Natter Days because I'm classy like that.
I'm such a shopper. I'm like, well, I'll just buy 2 Lunchables and then go 3 aisles over and buy the big box of Capri Sun.
Right?
Right? Yeah, exactly.
But I like having the Capri Sun in the. I mean, who doesn't like a multi-pack? You know, where you got everything right there. It's just all paired up for you.
Yeah.
Right, true that.
That sounds pretty good. You realize, Drunken One, me, you, and all my YouTube friends that join every Friday, you realize that these Friday things are getting longer and longer because we have a great time?
Yeah.
That happens.
We generally keep them about an hour usually if it draws on that long, but yeah, we're almost
Well,
at that.
you still got people watching and people hanging out, and it's a great show, Alex. Good content.
And I didn't join. I didn't start until 8. Like basically, Drunken One. Everybody kept messaging me, and now I'm privately messaged with Jamie. I didn't know that until I responded to her the other earlier, and I was like, "Wow, okay." I was surprised. So that's
I was
good.
really excited.
So I'm happy. So Jamie, now I could talk to you anytime. I don't
Whenever.
have to. Yeah. So that's good.
Hmm.
I don't know how you invite people though. I don't know how to do that, but you obviously do. But I don't know how to do all
I
that.
couldn't tell you. It's probably luck that somehow I managed to do it. But
Well, you're pretty slick anyway, so that's why you managed to do it.
stop it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Quit.
Quit it. I'm gonna quit it. I'm gonna quit it. But no, I think this show turned out to be good. This serial gets a 9 in the 90s, 80s or 90s. I don't think I gave my score. It was a delicious cereal, and that's all I got to say about that.
They could do a soy milkshake IPA.
That would be interesting. That'd be really interesting.
I just don't like
Mommy flavors, huh? We're going
soy milk
savory.
is great. I drink soy milk all day.
Yeah.
Or like
Isn't there like a
almond
ketchup
milk
beer?
IPA.
I just don't
Milkshake.
like IPAs. That just grosses me.
Oh, you don't? Oh, I love IPAs. Yeah, milkshakes are great.
I've never had a milkshake IPA or a milkshake beer. I've had beer similar maybe, but I've never actually had a beer called milkshake.
Oh,
I
they're
know they
delicious.
exist.
I hear they bring all the boys to the yard. I'm sorry. I'll leave. I'll see myself out.
I'm here all week.
You know what bothers me? I'm about to, it shocks me that I don't know why they're opening up the beaches. That don't make sense.
Because the virus degrades really quick in warm temperatures. So once we see temperatures above 50 degrees, it degrades in under a minute out in the sun.
So you're saying eventually the virus goes away because of the heat basically burns it off.
Right. Yep. Mm-hmm. Well, okay, so just to be clear, a virus is a container with instructions inside of it. That's one of the ways to make GMOs is we'll take the instructions out of a cancer virus, put new instructions in, then we infect the corn, and the corn now has, winterized properties. So in the same sense, the virus is a layer of fat or oil. Essentially, it's congealed oil. So anything that will disrupt the oil will disrupt its ability to latch on. You see how it has those little spinies on it? So those spinies come up, and that's basically the puzzle piece, how it latches onto a cell. So those are the proteins poking up, and your cell has proteins in its wall, and when they click together, then it can inject instructions, or basically then it starts the chemical reaction. So you want to disrupt all those connectors. Anything that disrupts it, let's see, I think vinegar doesn't work, but bleach and alcohol do. And temperature and UV light also help to break down the lipid fat layer. So anything that will break down an oil.
So basically, you're saying the coronavirus is an oil. I didn't know it was an oil.
Well, it's a lipid fat.
I'm going to go ahead and cut, guys. Alex, cheers,
Thank
man.
you.
Thanks for
Thanks
having
for
me
joining
on.
me, Frank.
Theo, Beer Man,
Cheers,
Jake,
man.
good to see you again. Jamie,
Yeah, pleasure.
she's off. Cheers, guys.
Well,
Maybe
don't
I'll run
forget-
into you later. Who knows what's going on?
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
forget- Don't forget about your Lunchables there, Andrew.
I will. I'll check it
Lunchables
out. They
next
don't
week.
make. It's hard to get my favorite one. They don't make the hot dog one anymore.
Oh,
Oh,
It's not an easy one to find.
Oh,
The hot dog lunchable?
Yeah, the little
Alright.
little tiny mini hot dog buns inside.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that, but
Cool.
They exist. You can Google it. So, anyways, cheers, guys.
thanks for joining me, brother.
see ya.
Cheers.
It's always a pleasure.
So yeah, you're right. I didn't know that. So you believe this virus will be going away then in the next probably couple months? And
Well, it's kind of like the flu virus. That's what we say is we've just been handing it off for centuries. Everybody passes the flu virus around all year long. And so I don't know if it'll ever really go away, but that's what kind of takes us into our current legislation. And not to get too deep into it, but from what I see is that originally we were legislating stay inside to prevent a wave of hospital cases, like a big influx where the hospital has to deal with lots of people. And that takes us to New York. So New York typically sees 155 deaths per day year round. That's the average. Of course, there's more virus deaths during flu season, hay fever season, etc. But we've been seeing an additional 200 deaths per day in New York from the COVID thing, and that was for like a week. But like PBS NewsHour said that the numbers have been inflated because we don't test all the dead bodies. So it's kind of, you can't really go off the numbers because we don't ever lack your numbers. But if we go based off of like flu and flu season, it's going to let up, and then we'll probably see some more stuff in the fall. But who knows if we'll have any legislation or not.
what do you mean? What's that mean? Legislation? What's that mean?
Oh, that's okay. So we have representatives based on population, but we also have representatives based on geography. So,
Okay.
and they break it up. The senators, those are based on geography. Every state has 2 senators. And then the representatives, those are based on population. You got more population in your state, you got more representatives. I'll get it wrong. There's like 150 representatives and only 50 senators. If you're a senator, you got a lot of pull. So anyway, they'll send a bill like this, like you remember how we all got $1,200? Okay, so lawyers and stuff and the representatives, they got down, they sat and they wrote it up and typed it up and everything, and then they reviewed it and then they put it together and the representatives voted on it. They passed it and then
Okay.
sent it over to the senators. The senators voted on it. They passed it. Then they gave it to the president. The president said, okay, and he signed it. And now we got our money on the way. So that's when legislation passes. And it's the same way when the president was like, hey, we're shutting down businesses for, a while. It's just legislation. It's laws. It's legal stuff. That's,
So do you think it's wrong what they did, or you think it was right?
I think it's a pretty good idea. I mean, I haven't seen anything too egregious, but I mean, it's going on for a long time. And it kind of goes back to governors. Governors have a better idea of what's going on in their state. So I kind of appreciate that. If I had to kind of forecast a little bit, because it's kind of a mess, and there's a lot of leeway on, oh, we didn't know how to handle this, so we're not legally responsible. And so I'm thinking in the future we're going to be seeing governors say, hey, we need more federal funding because our state's been hit. And so that'll kind of happen. But for the most part, sanitization, I mean, we clean things a lot. We got, dude, I had this dude, he was helping me timber frame at this timber framing company, and he was from Sereal or something like that, right? And barely speaks English. And he didn't quite understand why I didn't want to get the donuts from the big donut case, because there was fruit flies in there. And we went and got the individually wrapped donuts. And I was trying to explain to him that you can get sick that way. And so, I mean, we like things clean in America. It's just, it costs a lot of money to clean things. And so I think some of it'll stick around. Some of the technological improvements will stick around, but a lot of this will just kind of, well, if I could just add one more thing. Back in 1917, we had the Spanish flu, and it was like, oh, we'll wash our hands more. We got more soap technology. We're sanitary enough. It'll never happen again. It happened again. So, I mean, we just try our best.
They'll come up with doors that automatically open more often. They'll come up with things that are more automated so that you just go, I mean, they already have water and soap dispensers like that and paper things. So I think that'll be more traditional for restaurants and shit like that,
More automated, yep.
Yeah. It's cool. The improvements actually are looked at differently though now, so it's kind of a learning lesson.
I like it. I before the recession, I used to do research on batteries, and so I looked at things on an atomic level, and I naturally try to keep my distance from people, and I'm conscious of when, oh, that person just exhaled when they walked by, and it's not on purpose that I pay attention to that, but it's just like, I'm used to paying attention to molecules being everywhere, and I mean, so the virus, it gets where it wants, and we just kind of do what we can.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
So and I want your opinion.
Wash your hands.
And me and Drunken have talked about this multiple times. But do you think things will get somewhat back to normal too? Drunken has already said yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's back to normal already. People. Okay, so to give you an idea, around here, people stayed in their house for a couple of days. After a couple of days, there was a lot of people like, how are you acting? Are you acting any different? Are you acting it? And now I went to the hardware store. It's fucking swamped.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to get hardware parts and materials to fix up their house.
Yep.
They're like, oh, now's a good time to do this. And they got their Trump dollars came in, so they're spending money. The people I was working on that lean-to for, dude got a rack. like a $1,200 weight rack with the 45 pounders and the 45 pound bar and all that. Oh yeah, that's nice. Setup, brand new. I'm like, hey, can I come over?
I don't understand, because you want to make sure this virus doesn't get you, and that's why you wouldn't want to go and be packed in front of people. Why is
right? So that comes back around to what is the virus? virus? What is the virus? Does it make us go blind? Does it make us lose our limbs? No, it causes death. You die. That's what the virus does. You die from it. But essentially, not everybody dies. The number, and that's what comes back to the numbers being messed up. So the numbers, originally it was 1 in 20 people die. Then it was like 1 in 50 people or 1 in 10 people, depending on the country. And so then it's like, not everybody who gets it actually goes and reports that they had it and lived. And it's like 1 in 20 serious cases. And then it comes back to like people die from the flu. So that's really similar. So, I mean, it comes back, it's a terrible thing. And I want to be as sanitary as possible. But I mean, I can't just lock myself in my house and not live because of a virus. If it's gonna get me, it's gonna get me. I do have that thought though, Alex, because like it's not just about me. When I see someone else in public who doesn't have a mask and they cough, I'm like, cougher. And it's like stay away. But really, I mean, like I said about the about it dissolving in light and in warmth and stuff like that, so it doesn't stick around for long. And as long as people aren't dumb asses and go out when they're sick and cough on things and spread that around, and like I said, I've always paid attention to, like I have a stock of those blue gloves. I almost donated all my gloves to the local hospital, but we didn't get a wave. I use them for glue, oil. I use them for cleaning. I use just to keep chemicals off my hands, and I'm used to that. So to see everybody else using those gloves and being like, "Oh, let's be sanitary," it's like, now you get it. Now you know. I don't know. It's just kind of cheesy.
What do you mean? What do you mean you didn't get a wave? The whole country got waved. That don't make sense.
Yeah. Well, like a wait. You mean like an influx of a whole bunch of cases. So that's what was happening. Is we had and actually that's what's been reported, is that we're past the peak of cases. Like hospitals aren't reporting new cases. Like there was some state that hadn't reported any new cases by 11 o'clock this morning, and so it's like the cases, people are not getting sick anymore. So that's good news. The idea was that people were going to constantly keep getting sick until they die, but the fact is we've got plasma treatments, so if you do get sick, you can get better, and you're probably not even going to get sick to begin with. So now the only fear is, are you going to get a loved one sick?
Right.
And so it's kind of like the same thing with the flu. You wash your hands and you stay inside when you got it.
Oh, these things are washed all the time, baby.
I wish I had better advice, but I mean, I only educate myself as much as I can.
I'm sorry. I just can't wait for, like you said, things are getting back to normal and stuff, and eventually people will have to not wear masks.
Well, I'll tell you what. I honestly
should probably.
I honestly got a little sad today because it just hit me when I got home. I could have been going around wearing a ninja mask this whole time. I haven't seen a single person wearing a ninja mask, wearing a Darth Vader mask. None of that. It's just,
Yeah.
Oh my God, Darth
Right.
Vader would be
I
awesome.
had my mask for any of that stuff. Before any of this stuff started, I get up in those attics with all the insulation and shit. I'm taking care of the cell. That's the only reason I got them. Right.
Yep, I got some of them too.
Yeah. It's just,
I saw an old man wearing a ventilator one.
What do you think about the social distancing? Do you think that'll be forever? You think things will be? Obviously, it's not, because you just proved it to me. But what do you think about that, Jake?
Sorry, I was catching up on the chat. What?
That's okay. I said, do you think the social distancing will be forever, or you think things will be back to where they were a month ago?
So I always walk away from people. Get away from me. I'm not naturally that way. I mean, man, I don't want to seem like a freak, but I don't want to be offensive, and I don't know, I'm not germy. Like, I'm not worried if someone touches me, I'm gonna get sick. I'm just naturally, all right, you keep your space, I keep mine. I don't know. And so as far as the social distancing goes, I hope it doesn't stay because I like hugs, and it's important. But I will tell you one thing I hope stays: social distance parking. Parking at least 6 feet away from my car and watch the wax job. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Nice.
So wait a minute. You want eventually social distancing will go away, but you want to keep the parking social distancing going.
Or an extra distance area for those that are more more want to have that.
Oh, dude,
Kind of like handicap parking.
Perth and I were coming up with this idea for a vest. It has those sensors. You were talking about those sensors for water, for faucets and stuff. Where it tells if your hands are under there. Well, we're going to have those sensors on the vest that will tell if somebody's 6 feet away from you, and if they get within 6 feet, it'll sound an alarm. You are too close.
I was thinking of like a more old school method. Like you just get like a really big hula hoop and like strap it on your shoulders.
There you go. Yep. Hula hoop style.
Wow.
There you go.
Really
Jamie's going to go out.
Just break a
Jamie's gonna go
capsule
out
of
and
morning breeze. The fart smell.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Well, I'm very happy that each state is somewhat getting back to normal slowly and surely. That's good. And if that's
don't go on any like unnecessary vacations where you and like I haven't been going by any like rest stops. I mean, usually I'll swing into there's a rest stop because there's the interstate in my area. We hop on it and there, you swing by a rest stop, you use the restroom, and you don't have to deal. They got the automatic.
As a germaphobe, you'd go into one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but not now. I mean, I don't want any transferring going on. So that sounds so weird.
No, I understand what you're saying there, Jacob. You meant transferring into like the germs and stuff that could be in there from other people. That's understandable. That's not weird. I get what you're putting down.
Even before the corona, I would put my shirt up. Oh, sorry, I'm showing my belly. Yeah, I have a big fat belly. No, I'd put my shirt up, throw on the handle, and if I didn't have gloves, I've always been that way though. I'm kind of a germaphobe in a way, but at the same time, I'm not super careful either.
You ever go into one of them stalls and see that somebody's had one where there was a fart in the middle of the turd and it exploded?
Okay.
Sure.
I never thought about it that way, but
Hey, that turd had a fart in the middle of it.
Oh man.
I've never heard it put quite that way.
Yeah.
Oh man, you guys are awesome beans.
Aren't you glad you had me on the panel? Sorry, Alex. It all comes back to poop.
That's okay. I hope you come back on next Friday. I think you're cool beans.
Lunchables. Lunchables.
I mean, I truly believe that people are going to actually watch the serial part. They're not going to watch this whole thing, which is okay. I don't care. The serial part is more important than the extra stuff. So you can watch the whole serial part, and then when you know that it's not going to end, just don't watch it.
Right?
Yeah, because it's called fruit fries with Alex. And it's cereal and beer. So watch that, and then when it's done, you don't have to watch the rest of it, because the rest of it's us joking around.
Yeah.
Yep, it sure is.
Yeah.
Fun until somebody gets that put out.
But and thanks for the 5 people watching. For my stupidity, everybody's stupidity. We all having a great time. That's all that matters. Yes, I was off my game in the beginning, but hey, there's times I do that.
Hey, you did a good job, man.
Yeah, you
That
did.
fun.
This was
That was
fun.
a great show.
Yeah. So I'm
Great
very
stream.
happy. And thank you, Jacob, and I appreciate you giving me good news that things are going to be getting back to normal. And I truly believe that they should have had these. They had these doors for years. When I go to my school, my old school, they always have the doors open up. You don't have to touch the doors. This is before the virus. So
We'll see more of those, yeah. And the turnstiles, the 3-thing turnstiles.
I
Oh, I've
remember.
always hated those. I used to wear these watershed slacks to work, and they shed the water right off of them. It's so neat. It beads up, but it's also gross because at the urinal, if you get splashback, it beads up on the pants. You can see that. That's why I go down the side of the urinal just to minimize the splashback. But my point is, people's got that splashback on them, guys, and they're walking into them turnstiles, and then you got this turnstile with a whole bunch of pea grease all over it. Yep. You test it, guaranteed.
I do remember those
At
things.
least he doesn't have germs.
I do remember that. I do remember those things.
Not cereal.
And when you first walk into the stores,
looks delicious.
you have to spin around with it. You had to go around to go into it. So you're saying they should get rid of that as well? You're still touching it, even though you're not.
Man, I don't know. I like the spinny doors. I was talking about the turnstile with the 3 bars that turn, but no, the spinning 3 doors. I like those. So I don't know, because I like to go in them and come out of them and go in them, and you got to do it twice.
Yeah, at least.
I like that.
Except on Gremlins 2 in that movie, he pushes the girl out of the way and gets stuck in it, and he ends up getting thrown out of it. It's all
Zoom.
Yeah,
now you guys gotta watch Gremlins 2 and see, man. Seriously, it's funny. So
I actually like that
Let's
because
do it.
then you could just go along with the door. You don't have to actually touch the door. You just go along
You ever
with
tried
it.
to
and
back
you walk
into
out.
one of those? I pretty much
No.
open every door with my butt.
Wow.
Because like if you don't have like long sleeves on or something, well, like a pole is different. But any push door, I'm like, boop, I hit check it.
Yep. Yeah, like look on doors, because you can see the wear spots. Because people open the door, but then they also grab the door. You look at the finger spots.
There's this bar that I go to, and they have this like it's like a handle. It looks like a claw or something like this, but it's for your foot. So you can pull it with your foot. It's a handle for your foot, so you can just literally just pull it open with your foot, so you don't have to touch the door.
Weird.
So
How cool is that?
They've
Why don't we
already-
just do that instead?
Yeah.
and that's been there on your restaurant even before the virus. So they
That's
were already on their head of their game, basically. Freaking amazing.
Yep. Don't touch my right foot. That's the diseasy door foot.
Ah,
take your shoes off at the front of the door.
Right. And and you wash your hands anyways, but then like you just wash your hands and you get to that thing where you're like, oh fuck, now I gotta open the door.
Yeah. So that's what was really neat to hear that on the radio, is that what you're supposed to do is use the paper towel to turn off all the sink, and then you get a new one, you dry your hands, and then you use that to open the door. And there's supposed to be a trash can right there so you can open the door and throw it. If there isn't one, throw it on the floor. Enough time, if you do that enough times, they'll put a garbage can there.
I mean, I can definitely vouch for that. Yeah, they will just put one there eventually.
And I heard that from someone on the radio. That's not my advice. And I was like, hey, that's a pretty good idea.
well, I'm pretty sure the person that's on the radio probably has done that. They walk out. Oh, there's no trash can.
Yep.
So probably piles after piles of paper, and they're gonna realize.
Another trick for tall people: if there's one of those closers with the, it's the box and it's got that bar that sticks out in the air. If if the door opens like that, like this, if you push on it that way, you don't have to touch the handle. You can open the door by pushing the bar, and it opens the door.
Wow.
Anyway.
No.
There's nothing wrong with that. I've been going to get beer or whatever, going to the gas station. I'll open it with my pinky, like in a weird spot, like where nobody else would usually touch.
Yeah, do the same thing, man.
You open the door to the well, they call them beer cave here. I'll reach up way high where probably nobody else has had their hands, or way low, For real. just try not to touch where everybody else is touched. And I've got a little thing like this of alcohol and what is it? Aloe vera stuff. The wife made up some hand sanitizer. Just put it in one of these little vape bottles. I squirt that shit on my hands as soon as I get back in the truck. You know.
That's
the
all right.
opposite. What's the opposit of a germaphobe?
At the grocery store, I look at the handle every time. Oh no! What do I do? It's like just maybe they didn't touch here.
Exactly.
Real quick and take it real quick and close it with your knee. You know, and then
Yeah,
you're like,
I'm like a raccoon. I really don't give a shit. Like I'll try at my job, like obviously I have to be clean. So I'm used to it. And like I'll try, because that's what we're supposed to do. But honestly, I just don't really give a shit about germs.
Well, now you do because of the stupid virus, even though we had thousands of virus anyway.
I only do because I have to.
well, if
If it were up to me, I'd go out and just lick everything until I got it and just get it over with. Because I'm not meant to be in a cage.
Right.
Well, when you make beer, you only have to spray that shit on as long as it's clean in the first place. You know, you want to scrub everything down and all that, and then all you really have to do is spray, and it kills all the germs, or you would taste a bad beer. So obviously, it doesn't take much to sanitize, but there's also things that you'd want to do to kind of keep from, like scrubbing things, making sure nothing, no food residues on there or any other grain material or anything like that from the past brews, or even in food or any other thing. I mean, it's like you can kill a bacteria real quick with the right chemicals. So it seems like that bar stuff works real well, when you're doing your beers and stuff, when we're making beer. So
I think what's going to happen. What I think what's going to happen? Me and Drunken One and all that. He showed me a list of statistics of the virus is all the way to the bottom, and so in my opinion, I think it's going to be non-existent in the next few months. I truly believe that. Now, yes, if there's a flare up, they're going to talk about it on the news. Maybe, I don't know, but I think it eventually.
Or put away for a while until it comes back again. Then we got to figure it out again. But I hope not.
What do you mean put away a while? What do you mean?
Oh, well,
due to heat and stuff.
The cases at the hospitals are already slowing down, so that's done. I mean, provided, but it's done. So now all we have to do is figure out how we reopen things, right? So that's where they're talking about how are we gonna be fair and not have a new wave of cases and reopen things. So that's where people are like, I have the power, I have the decisions. If it's my responsibility, then I do a good job. People will say thank you. They'll elect me again, and I'll go down in the history books as the famous person.
That's a nice chart right there. That says a lot.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a little older, so it's not exactly right, but it gives you some kind of idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more concerned about the top one. Why are there so many dead babies?
Fuck, man, that's terrible.
And you have malaria anymore. Really. I mean, you can see the difference between the coronavirus and the seasonal flu. Right, it's like a quarter of it.
Well, we have
less than half.
Virus in here. Or let's start a war.
Right.
Let's start the draft back up. Too many people here.
Okay. So let it be known that it is Brandon's birthday. Actually, it was yesterday, but they're having a get together.
Oh, yeah, I didn't forget about that. No, I didn't forget about Brandon's birthday. Heck no.
So I know he's going to be expecting you.
Oh boy. Most likely.
Happy birthday, Brandon.
Yep.
I'm surprised he didn't join.
It's my wife's birthday tonight, man. I gotta get off soon. Yeah, I gotta do a birthday thing with her. But,
so what kind of birthday are you gonna have with her? Even though you can't have people over, what are you gonna have?
I will probably have a little candle and a little cake I got her, and some ice cream and a movie or something.
Yeah.
Smoke some. Yeah, I can't say that on here.
Yeah.
Drink some beer and
I got a cake.
I'll do my thing.
Okay. Cakes.
Jamie, are you going to game stream
Cigarettes.
tonight? Driving more? Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe. Who knows?
She's drinking and driving.
I have to wait a week. It's not going to be here till next
Oh
Wednesday.
my god.
Yeah.
What did
But-
you order, Jacob?
Well, all right. So my 5-year-old network adapter. Y'all thought I had a kid, didn't you?
There was a second.
My 5-year-old network adapter is giving out, and it's just acting shonky as all get out. And I was like, man, it's got to be the router or the network coming in. But I mean, it will go to where I have like 0 network, and then my phones work fine. I have 2 phones that I can check the Wi-Fi with; they're fine. So it's obviously the adapter. And so I pulled out my USB Wi-Fi adapter, which is it's a tool I use to check people's computers. That's why I have it.
Mm-hmm.
And it works, but it's not as fast, it's not as powerful, and it's definitely not 5G. And so that's what I'm using to talk to you guys with, because the other one's all but given out.
Wow.
It would have dropped the call at least a dozen times by now. So I'm waiting on a new adapter that should be here next week. It's delayed for the Amazon strikes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to continue this stuff offline. I think we did a great job on here at 9:41. I think that's the longest stream I've ever did. Actually, it's not.
Cheers to all the people in the YouTube land.
It's the longest stream when it came to StreamYard. When I did long streams for a while, me, Drunken One, I called it Alex and Friends.
Mm-hmm.
I have a list of Alex and Friends, but it's on live streams out. So you'll see a list and it's only on live streams. And when you go on the live streams, that's when you'll find the Alex and Friends. So I did that a while ago. Remember, Drunken One?
I do.
Yeah. So
Best times ever.
this is Alex the Beer Master. I'm gonna sign off, and I will see you all on the next Food Friday. Don't forget your Lunchables. Just don't forget about that if you like Lunchables. And whatever. So this is Alex the Beer Master. I'll see you all on the next live stream, in the next video. Thank you, Drunken One.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Beer Man.
Cheers.
Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you.
And thank you, Jamie.
Thank you.
Cheers, Cam. Thanks for coming by. Cheers, chat.
Cheers.
And thank you, chat, for joining as well. Got to say goodbye to that too. I always seem to manage to not say goodbye, and that's not nice.
You did it.
So I will see you all next Friday.
Lunchables.